G'day everyone, welcome back to HT Monaro build. Last episode I had these stainless trims and I said I might try and effect a bit of a repair on that. If you remember how butchered it was. I just wanted to point out some of the damage that you're sort of putting up with. Just see right on the very end there, the last 10mm is flattened out. Now I've never done metal repairs, and I'm a bit concerned about taking them on, to be honest. But that one there doesn't look like it'll be too hard. He's had a go at it. It's got scratches there, but I mean that's the sort of stuff you're gonna put up with. Not sure whether to have a go at it or just put it on. I don't want to make it worse, you know what I mean? Anyway, I've got some work to do. Well, I've knocked it out a bit. Now what I've got to do is file that flat and file a bit more of a curve there, hopefully not taking too much. So what I'll do is I'll set this camera up, just bear with me. A couple of files here. Put a bit more of a definite edge on that, sort of is my goal. Without wearing a hole in it. And then to begin to knock the top off that. Starts exposing the high spots and the low spots. The low spots are dull and the high spots are shiny, so that's looking a lot better. My goal was to sharpen that up. I reckon it's coming along quite well. Might try and knock out those low areas rather than sand the other ones down so much so that it wears through. It's probably enough grinding just in there just to flatten that up. With this is quite an aggressive one as well. Got a less aggressive one here. Could give that a go. Well, it's definitely starting to take shape, but I'll probably need to hammer that out a bit, I reckon. Hammer those low spots out. Good. I'll go and hammer the low spots out. all I do is use a flat screwdriver, so I'll do that. So that's the best that's going to get with the metal filing, and we'll try the sanding. Using the old 120 grit, which is very coarse. And we've just got it over the edge of the seat here. There's just one little mark left in the top there. There's two little divots. Sharpen them up and get rid of that, and then I can start coming back with the sandpaper. See that mark's gone? So the shape is in good shape now, it's all square. So just give it a tiny little bit, last little bit. G'day everyone. Well, I've noticed on this stainless trim for the boot, I've spoken to you about the fixing that repair up, that was alright. I noticed on this end there was a bit of a high spot just in here. So on both sides where an old repair was done, so I don't know if you can see that, but I've gone over that with the hand file on both sides, get rid of the high spots. So that's just using this old little thing, little old hand file. And just working those high spots a bit. And obviously after this is the get onto the paper. With a block. But that's feeling a lot better now. So that'll do for that, and then we'll get onto the paper. G'day everyone, welcome back to HT Monaro build. I'm back doing some repair work to these stainless trims. This is the boot trim. I haven't quite finished it yet. I've just been working the sandpaper. Seems to be coming up alright. So just going to get back into it, start rubbing it, and I won't be able to fit it today because I need to paint that centre piece. You can hopefully see the little bit of black left there. That needs to be painted black in the centre. But I'll be able to wrap up this episode if I can get this polished. Wrap up the episode of the stainless repair. So I better get back into it. So I've just been working my way through the various different grit levels. Got 600 now. Started on 120, 240, 360, 400, whatever it was, and now I'm up to 600. And as I said previously, I've only got 1200 and 2000, but the other trims come up quite well, so we'll just repeat the process here and keep working our way through it. So I'm just starting the 1200 grit, and from the 1200 move on to the 2000, then over to the buffer. So I finally finished the 2000 grit, and we'll head over to the buffing wheel and finish it off. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Very pleased with it. Once again, start with the cutting compound on the sides of the wheel, and move over to the butt. Righto folks, well that's this metal trim done. Very hard to see in this sort of light, but if you remember the damage on the end, look at that now. I reckon we call it a success. Looks really good now. Still got to paint that black strip in the middle, but all in all, this is the other end. All in all, very pleased with that result. Just takes time, as with the other one, but that'll wrap it up for HT Monaro build for this episode. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get the reminders when new episodes come out. Thanks guys.